This is the Southwest Outdoors Report, powered by your Texas Chevy dealer.
Hi everybody, and welcome into our show today. Glad you're along with us for an exciting half hour of fishing at a lake that I haven't been to in over 20 years. We are on the road again today, and welcome to Pine Creek Reservoir, located in southeastern Oklahoma. You can see the dam right in the background there. The lake has two major arms, one that heads back up to the north, another heads back to the west. So we're going to do some scouting around today, see if we can find some bass or white bass, crappie. Not sure what we're going to catch, but we're going to have a great time doing it with you along. And while we're doing that, we're taking you around the region for your latest fishing reports from Oklahoma, Louisiana, Texas freshwater, and down along the Texas and Louisiana Gulf Coast. Also this week, we'll show you the revitalization of Lake Travis down near Austin, Texas on the Lawrence Hot Lake of the Week. I'll have a big bass from West Texas for you on the big catch of the week and all of our other regular weekly features. So we'll get the boat in the water, start scouting around a little bit. While we do that, we take you back to the FSN studios where Heather has your Chevy weekend planner.
A check of the Saloon tables indicates that the best times for fishing during the day will begin at 2:40 in the afternoon on Saturday and around 3:40 p.m. on Sunday. This weekend we'll see the sun rising at 7:08 a.m. and setting at 7:39 p.m. We'll also have a crescent moon about 15% visible. If you are going to be in the Dallas area this weekend, be sure to check out the Professional Anglers Association tournament at Lake Tawakoni with some of the best bass fishermen in the world. Have a great time in the outdoors, everyone. Now back to Barry.
Thanks, Heather. Let's get you a little information about Pine Creek Reservoir. The lake is situated 33 miles east of Antlers, Oklahoma, along State Highway 3. It was built by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers in 1969. It's got 3,800 surface acres and 74 miles of shoreline. It's fed by the Little River, Pine Creek, and Turkey Creek, and it's stocked with crappie, largemouth bass, white bass, channel catfish, and sunfish. Now, one of the most important things right now about Pine Creek is that the lake has been drawn down about 12 feet by the Corps to repair some damage that was done to the dam right here in the background. The dam is actually leaking. So they've drawn the lake down, they're going to repair it, and they're saying it could be down as much as 2 to 5 years. So if you're coming up here, you've got to be very careful. Stay in the marked channel if you're running up on plane. If you get out of that channel, be sure and go down to idle speed. A lot of stumps and a lot of broken off timber right below surface level in this lake. Stay with us. When we come back, we'll get right to your fishing reports, and I'll actually try to catch something.
This is the Southwest Outdoors Report, powered by your Texas Chevy dealer.
There's one swimming at me. Oh, that's a pretty good fish, it feels like. Oh yeah, good one, good one. Easy, darling. Don't get off till I can show all these people what you look like for a Pine Creek bass. Oh, he's hooked right in the top of the head too. Man, got him. There we go. That is the way to get it rocking right off the bat. Welcome everybody. Southwest Outdoors Report today is at Pine Creek Lake, southeastern Oklahoma, bass fishing today, and that is a little pig right there. That's a good one. Man, all right, back he goes. See ya. Now, let me show you something here. When you get here, your choices to fish are basically rocks, rocks, and rocks. But you do have two choices. I want to show you right here in front of me. This is real flat water. The river channel is right out there, Little River. Flat water with a gradual slope with a lot of little points running right out into it. So you can catch them this way, obviously, because that one was in here. Right behind me, there's some real steep water that drops off real quickly into 20, 30, even 40 feet out in the river channel. In fact, I'll show you a little clip here. I just caught about a 2-pounder right back behind me on a real steep bank. So there are fish on both, bass on sloping banks, gentle slopes, and bass on steeper sloping banks as well. Now, let me give you just a quick little bit of history. The oldest church in Oklahoma is not far from here, a little town called Millerton, about 17 miles south of here. Choctaw Indian country all around these parts, and there was a mission built for the Choctaw Indians back in 1842, the Wheelock Mission Church, right near Pine Creek Lake. A little bit of history lesson for you. Got a couple of more little tidbits coming up. All right, let's get you down to Texas. Brian Hughes standing by with your Lone Star Lakes.
Hi everybody, and welcome to this week's Lone Star Lakes, brought to you by Snagproof. I'd like to talk to you about a very special event occurring September 11th on Lake Fork at Rainswood Marina, the Mad Dog Moore Memorial Bass Tournament. This is put on by the Garland Police Department in honor of Michael David Moore, a Garland officer slain in the line of duty. It benefits the Shriners Children's Hospital. If you're in the area and you can possibly fish the tournament, come on out and support these guys in a great cause. Now, if you're fishing Lake Fork, start your morning with Bobby's Perfect Frog. Throw that up around the lily pads and the emerging grass until your topwater bite plays out. Then you'll go deeper, 14 to 18 feet. You'll want to use either a 10-inch power worm on a Texas rig, or you can use a jig and pig setup in the same depth. Use those for your big fish to win the tournament on Lake Fork. That's this week's Lone Star Lakes, brought to you by Snagproof. Now let's check in with Mr. Bill Olson. He's on the coast.
Hi folks, this week's report is brought to you by Port Aransas on Mustang Island. With its Gulf beaches, great coastal fishing, Arnold Palmer golf courses, fresh seafood, and nighttime hotspots, Port A is truly Texas Island style. For more information, visit the website on the screen. Well, anglers felt the first hint of fall this past week. However, the most productive patterns are still very much summer-like. On the mid-coast reefs, as well as the guts between the reefs in Copano and San Antonio Bay, have produced good speckled trout. The most success has been in reefs in deeper water with moving current. Galveston and Sabine jetties are holding some quality speckled trout tight to the rocks. Also this past weekend, tropical storm Hermine came into the lower Laguna Madre area, pushing much higher tides. Now that's going to accelerate our redfish migration that was profiled on last week's show, particularly the area around the JFK Causeway, looking around Packery Channel all the way up to Shamrock Cove, as well as out the Port Aransas jetties. These are all great areas to ambush these big moving schools of redfish. Now, also the key for the next couple of weeks, at least until the water temperature breaks below the 80-degree mark, will be to fish the deeper reefs and holes, and don't forget the surf. That still remains a hot spot. This weekend, both Saturday and Sunday have a double tide schedule of 2 high and 2 low tides each day. I'm Bill Olson, and I'll see you on the coast.
The Southwest Outdoors Report, powered by your Texas Chevy dealers, is brought to you by Nitro Performance Bass Boats. Fish your best in a Nitro. By Stren, the standard of dependability. By Costa Sunglasses, see what's out there. And by Motor Guide, never stop.